Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on February 1, 2023. Madison Brooks News, live. LSU student's family is blown away by victim blaming as they say, rape is rape. The Independent, family lawyer of student, 19, allegedly raped by young men blown away by consent claim. Express, lawyer for family of LSU student Maddie says rape is rape after defense alleges sex was consensual. Daily Mail, family attorney for Maddie Brooks speaks out, Brooks was unable to consent. WBRZ, Madison Brooks family hits out at smears from alleged attackers. No Violet Bulawayo and Margot Jefferson join, exciting, Rathbones Folio Prize shortlist. Ukraine war, Russian threat growing, frontline troops fear. Woman dies after being thrown from wheelchair on Southwest Airlines walkway. Migrant protest at New York hotel highlights growing issue. BBC, migrants camp at Watson Hotel in New York City to protest relocation, USA Today. USA Today, asylum seekers camped outside Watson Hotel say they want to hear from Mayor Eric Adams directly. CBS New York, migrants protest move from Midtown Hotel to barracks-style shelter. The New York Times, asylum seekers reject NYC shelter citing bad living conditions. Belgian buyer of Europe's spare tanks hopes they see action in Ukraine. The Guardian, Ukraine's new M2 fighting vehicles know a high-tech trick. Each can see what the others see. Forbes, Russia-Ukraine war latest news updates, January 31, 2023. Bloomberg, first batch of Bradley combat vehicles on way to Ukraine, U.S. military. Anadolu Agency, English, Ukraine crisis, Ukraine latest, heavy artillery as part of $2 billion in U.S. aid. Gene editing company hopes to bring dodo back to life. The Guardian, scientists pledge to extinct the dodo bird. The Telegraph, dead as a dodo. The unsettling bid to bring back extinct species. Financial Times, American scientists launch bid to extinct the dodo. The Independent, dodo bird DNA has startup valued at $1 billion to bring back extinct species. Alex Murdaugh trial, live, jury hears crucial data from Maggie's cell phone after focus on family's guns. The Independent, Paul and Maggie Murdaugh's haunting final text messages are revealed. Daily Mail, Alex Murdaugh was clean from head to toe the night of the murders, detective testifies. Oxygen, watch, Alex Murdaugh's trial following murder of wife and son. The Independent, Murdaugh defense team pushes back on alleged "I did him so bad" statement. Monkeys missing from Dallas Zoo found in abandoned home. BBC, Dallas Zoo mystery deepens as two missing monkeys found in closet at abandoned home. Sky News, monkeys vanish from Dallas Zoo in fourth suspicious incident. The Telegraph, a real zoodonit, missing monkeys deepen mystery in Dallas. The Independent, monkeys vanish from Dallas Zoo after string of bizarre incidents. Russia-Ukraine war live, Zelensky signals reforms ahead of EU summit in Kyiv. Netanyahu open to mediator role, if asked. The Guardian, looking into it, Netanyahu considers providing military aid to Ukraine. Hindustan Times, Netanyahu would consider Ukraine-Russia mediator role if asked. CNN interview. Reuters, exclusive, Netanyahu says don't get hung up on peace with Palestinians first. Russia preparing for maximum escalation, top Ukrainian security official tells Sky News. Sky News, Ukraine wary of new Russian offensive, preparing powerful rebuff. Anadolu Agency, English, will Putin announce another round of mobilization? The Moscow Times, Ukraine preparing for major escalation by Russia, top Ukrainian security official tells Sky News. Sky News, Ukraine preparing for major escalation by Russia, top security official tells Sky News. George Santos News, live, Republican congressman quits committees to avoid drama as past lies draw scrutiny. The Independent, George Santos to step down from House committees. BBC, George Santos tells Republicans he won't serve on committees. The Wall Street Journal, George Santos's constituents want him to resign by a historic margin. Iranian couple filmed dancing in Tehran are jailed for 10 years. The Guardian, Iran dancing couple given 10-year jail sentence. BBC, Iranian couple who posted video of themselves dancing in the street, jailed for 10 years. Evening Standard, young Iranian couple sentenced to prison for dancing in front of Tehran landmark. Mammals that live in groups have longer lifespans, research finds. The Guardian, humans aren't the only mammals that live longer with friends. Auckland weather, flood-hit region suffers more heavy rain. BBC, Auckland braced for more rain as flooding shuts schools. The Times, the worst of the rain to hit New Zealand's Auckland may have passed. Reuters, rain pounds northern New Zealand, further flooding expected. The Associated Press, En Español, climate change is real, New Zealand Prime Minister, WION climate tracker, latest English news. EU committee votes to lift immunity from 2 MEPs amid Qatargate inquiry. The Guardian, EU lawmakers move to lift immunity of scandal suspects. The Independent, Qatargate, EU Parliament will vote to lift 2 MEPs immunity on Thursday. Politico Europe, EU watchdog calls for transparency in European Parliament's ethics reform process. Anadolu Agency, English, Qatargate, Parliament URI Committee greenlights Tarabella, Cozzolino's immunity waiver. We don't kidnap, we don't rape, we are fathers. Haiti gang steps in to fill gap left by political failure. What is the radioactive capsule missing in WA used for and how dangerous is it? The Guardian, urgent search for tiny radioactive capsule missing in Australia, BBC News. BBC News, the race to find an 8mm radioactive capsule lost on an 870-mile stretch of Australian outback. The Independent, Australia intensifies hunt for missing radioactive capsule. Guardian News, Rio Tinto radioactive capsule missing in Australia. Here's what you need to know. 4 videos, 56 minutes, 7 Memphis police officers, 1 deadly arrest, what the Tyre Nichols footage shows. The Independent, 3 Memphis emergency staff fired over Tyre Nichols' death. BBC News. BBC News, yes, these police videos are awful to watch, but we must not look away. The Independent, I'm tired of watching black men like Tyre Nichols die. This shouldn't be normal. Pakistan mosque blast, what is behind the deadly attack? BBC, Pakistan mosque bombing survivors traumatized but undeterred. Al Jazeera English, Taliban denies causing Pakistan mosque suicide bombing that killed 100. The Telegraph, Pakistan mosque blast, 100 confirmed dead in marathon search of rubble. BBC, Pakistan mosque blast, death toll don't rise to 100. Putin unlikely to make major breakthrough in Donetsk, latest. The Independent, Ukraine war, Western allies send Kyiv mixed messages on warplanes. BBC, Ukraine Defense Minister in Paris expected to ask for French fighter jets, France 24 English. France 24 English, after tanks for Ukraine, are fighter jets next in line. DW, English, F-16s would give Ukraine an advantage, but risk escalation. Alec Baldwin charged with involuntary manslaughter in Rust shooting. BBC, Baldwin faces involuntary manslaughter charge in set death. The Independent, Alec Baldwin was distracted on his mobile phone during Rust gun training, say prosecutors. The Telegraph, Alec Baldwin charged with involuntary manslaughter over fatal shooting of cinematographer on Rust film set. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.